What is up, everybody? It is finally the NFL offseason, which means baseball's right around the corner. We got a lot of talk about this thing called the Super Bowl went down. I know not many people heard of it. I mean, it really wasn't a Super Bowl, but we are short one. Sam was not here. He said he'll be back on Saturday. Jackson, how was your weekend?
It was good, but the Super Bowl sucked.
Yes, it did. Coming in from chat, Cameron says, "Are you planning on having any special guests soon?" Supposedly, Sam is getting some exclusive interviews ready. Lined up, so we might see some in the future. But if you are just here for some special guest interviews, we have one with Josh Briscoe and Jake Weingarten. Two very good interviews you can find on this channel, Spotify or iTunes. KC3 Takes is the search. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But let's get right into it. Patriots once again win the Super Bowl. Initial thoughts when watching the game. Did it go how you expected?
No, I thought there was going to be a lot more scoring. I was shocked it was so low scoring, but I don't even think it was really great defense. I think it was just poor offense. But
We'll
I
get into
figured
that later.
I figured the path.
Yeah. So pretty much what I do agree, the Super Bowl did suck. People who say it was great defense, yeah, you have two great defensive teams, but I mean these are the top two of the top four teams in the leagues in scoring. So I mean I want to see some good scoring here, but as you were saying, you said it was just bad offense. But who takes the blame, Jackson? Was this good Patriots or bad Rams?
Both. The pay really well. Um, they shut down what they could. Also, though, I think it's more of the Rams. Goff was rattled, didn't make plays. McVay was way too conservative in this game, and Gurley wasn't healthy enough to play. Really.
We will talk about that again. Talking about a lot of things we will talk about here soon. But no, I think it was actually, like you said, it was a little bad on both teams. But I mean, it was worse for the Rams because they lost. But I mean, the Patriots then played good. They just played better than the other bad team, which were the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Who is most to blame for this loss for the Rams?
Sean McVay.
Really? Why?
He got out coached. Belichick out coached him badly. That's how I see it.
So you're saying Sean McVay got out coached by the best head coach of all time, and you're blaming it on him, knowing that this would happen?
Well, I didn't know that would happen. I mean, last year Doug Peterson out coached Bill Belichick.
No one's seen that was his first year, right? Second year.
Doug Peterson out coached
He did.
Bill Belichick in the Super
And
Bowl.
Tom Brady also couldn't catch a ball too.
That doesn't matter. That's
Birdie's saying Sean even said he got outcoached. I mean, I'm not saying he did get outcoached, but I'm not sure if he's the biggest person to blame the loss for.
him or Goff. One of the two.
Goff, I mean, you could say he had nerves, but I mean, Goff just didn't perform well. I don't think it was nerves. I just think Belichick did coach pretty well, but I just think Goff could have done better. I mean, we saw Mahomes, what he could do against Belichick. I thought they were going to come back in the second half just like the Chiefs did. Because now you have a half of seeing Belichick's scheme, and they really didn't do anything with it, and we saw the end game.
Yeah, but Goff isn't Mahomes. He can't react the way Mahomes did.
Yeah. All right, so you kind of talked about it with Todd Gurley. How hurt is Todd Gurley?
Oh, it has to be bad. It has to be something terrible. Because you know how bad he wanted to be out. Rather that, or maybe that's like a discipline. I can't even say the word. A discipline. You know the word I'm trying to say. But yeah, maybe he did something at practice, or maybe he missed a meeting or something, and that's why they're not giving him as many touches. Even then, though, you're in the Super Bowl, I'd still give him touches. I think his knee is just really jacked up.
I kind of didn't think about the discipline thing, but to be honest, even when they are giving him touches, it's Todd Gurley. He should be getting more than 1-2 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But something I did think about. What if Todd Gurley said he was fine, but in the inside he really isn't fine? He's just covering up. Because I know you would get fined for this, but this is the Super Bowl. Who knows if they will ever be back there? That's why I feel like Gurley Everyone on the Rams think he's fine. It's just Gurley knows that he's actually not fine.
Right. Yeah.
Do,
Um,
do you
I
see
think
a
something's
surgery in
wrong
the
with.
offseason for him?
Is he?
No,
Yeah, I think so. I
you do
think he
think
will.
so?
I think it won't be that widely viral, but I think he will.
All right. So kind
I
of
mean,
talking
I think
about. Oh,
something's horribly wrong with his leg or his knee.
I don't know if horrible, but something
I mean,
you were.
he didn't even look the same.
Yeah, I mean after that week, but something you were talking about is how was golf just like have too much on his plate. So was the stage too big for Goff, or was this just excellent defensive schemes by the Patriots?
I would say it was excellent just defensive scheming by the Patriots. Belichick takes away everybody's safety blanket and their best thing and makes them revert to something else. And the Rams offense couldn't do it because McVay really didn't put in any creative play calling. At the end of the day, Goff didn't play great. And Cooks that could have tied it. It was a perfect throw. After that, he makes a terrible mistake, but still, um, I don't think the moment was too big. I just think Belichick is too smart.
I totally agree on that. Not disagree. I very much agree. Thoughts on how Brady looked in the game?
Terrible.
I very much
He
agree.
looked
Everyone's
terrible.
saying he did fine.
He
I'm like,
played so bad. He had one good throw.
you could have put any other quarterback and they would have won. It's just because his defense saved him.
Yeah, I mean, in every single Rodgers has been in, he's put up over 20 points. That counts. That counts. And then Brady wins by putting up 13. Give me a break.
I wish the Chiefs defense could. I wish we could rely on that. The Chiefs would have won the Super. They would have killed anybody.
That makes Mahomes' AFC title game performance look so much better.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But Edelman wins MVP. Was this the right decision? If not, then who?
No, it should have been Allen the punter. Because I'm telling you, they would never do it, but he was. He flipped the field so much and always made the Rams start in their own end. Um,
Yes, I mean you could say
really,
the same thing for Hecker.
it wasn't the same with Hecker. I mean, yes, he did have the longest punt in Super Bowl history, but he didn't pin him inside the 5 a lot. Allen was pinning him inside the 10.
Let me tell you,
He,
I know how hard it feels when a punter keeps pinning you inside the 10. Mizzou, Texas
yeah,
bowl
so
game. Michael Dixon. I knew he was going to be something after I watched him in a bowl game.
it sucks.
It does. It really does.
And that allows defenses to give up yardage and not points.
All right, all right. So you really think that the punter should have got MVP? Like, is
Yeah,
that
I
your
mean,
serious MVP?
I think he should have been considered at least. I think he did a really good job. I think if you were going to have to give it to someone, Edelman's probably the guy who deserves
I like Edelman. He had
it.
what
Or Stephon
140
Gilmore.
yards.
Could have given it to Stephon Gilmore because he saved the game.
Yeah, I mean that's what other people were saying, but Edelman had 140 yards, right?
Yeah, I mean, Edelman's a beast.
He comes in clutch, but something that people have been talking about since Edelman's got this Super Bowl MVP, does he deserve a? Does he deserve to get in the Hall of Fame?
Nope. Not my opinion.
I agree. We're agreeing a lot. I've
Has
never
he,
seen this much.
has he been good in the postseason? Yes. And that's not deniable. But that's because he's in the postseason more than everybody else. And it's like,
And
you can't.
who gets him there is the question too.
It's like, yeah. And then here's the thing: if he's a Hall of Famer, Jordy Nelson's a Hall of Famer. All right, Greg Jennings is a Hall of Famer because those guys put
No,
up better stats than he did, and they aren't going to be in there.
I was like Jordy Nelson isn't unrealistic, but I mean it's like Greg Jennings. That's a little too far.
Well, Jennings put up better season statistics than that.
Yeah, I mean, if Edelman can do what he did in the postseason and the regular season, then without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he doesn't.
All right.
I'd say Gronk is for sure.
Speaking of Gronk, do you think this was Gronk's last game?
Yep. Why wouldn't it be? He could go out on
Right.
top.
Yeah, right off in
His
the
body is
sunset.
his body is worn out. You can tell he was still effective, but he was tired.
I totally agree with that. With Gronk, Gronk rides off in the sunset with 3 Super Bowl rings, playing with the best QB ever. It's a good time to leave. You still have your whole, pretty much. He's only 29. This dude has so much in his life.
Yeah.
He matures. He can become a head coach. Keyword: matures. Gronk.
Yeah.
Someone said, "What if Gronk would become the Monday night announcer?"
That'd be kind of fun.
I could not take that serious.
I mean, I'd enjoy
That
it.
would get ratings up like crazy, but I mean,
Better than Jason Witten.
yeah. But all right, some news that went down today: Antonio Brown was charged with domestic violence, not arrested. Does this have anything like? Does this make him do the? Yeah. Does this make the Steelers want to make him leave? I mean, get him out of there even more now.
Yeah, even more. Yeah, because they were already going to try and get him out of there, but this hurts them now because it hurt his trade value. Because now not as many people are going to give up as much for him because they're going to look back to this domestic charge and they're going to wonder, do we really want this guy on our team?
I agree with that. Steelers, let me tell you, ABC, CBS, Fox, please pick up their show. It is going to be a great drama show. Let me tell you there. I think Hard Knocks should go to Pittsburgh just so we could see this.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be good anywhere. All right, but now we're going to the free agency and the draft for the Chiefs. What areas do they need to improve on? Who do they need to go? Who do they need to let go? And who's the best option for the Chiefs in the draft?
They need to improve at corner, safety, and linebacker. Those are the 3 positions they really have to.
All right. And in the draft, who would you get in the first round?
I don't know, man, because we're gonna have like the 29th pick. It's really tough.
All right.
I really don't know.
All
If
right.
we were to trade up, hypothetically,
I mean, hey, last time we
Nick
traded
Bosa
up,
is
look at
amazing.
that. You think we could get it up to number 1? We would trade up to number 1.
I'm just naming off edge rushers: Rashawn Gary, Josh Allen. Yeah, so I mean, if you got, but none of those guys will fall to 29. I don't think so.
Not even to 10.
Yeah, I mean,
Allen's going 3rd in a lot of mock drafts.
if it were me, I'd pick Allen first.
Yeah. Seeing
don't
what he
trust-
can do against a team, him being healthy too, that's huge. All right, and
I'm not with this drafting a player first overall that's hurt.
Yeah. Who do the Chiefs need to draft? I mean, who do the Chiefs need to cut?
Barry.
All
That's
right.
plain and simple. He sucks.
All right. So, we're heading into the offseason. I want a 1-sentence answer, okay? What is the big stories that you're looking for that are going to be answered? What is going to be answered in this offseason?
Like 1 sentence for everything, or like a couple sentences for like everything?
Just no.
There's gonna be a lot of things happening.
I know. What's the biggest one? Breaking
Biggest
news.
one.
Not breaking news. Illinois just upset Michigan State. Yes, you heard that right. Illinois, if anyone's Big Ten fans,
Dang.
seeing the students storm the court, it's kind of hard. It's literally barely hovering the logo. There's more. All right. Anyway.
All right. So are
what's
you asking
the
from
biggest?
the Chiefs' perspective?
No,
or the
no, no, no.
NFL?
Any NFL. The biggest story you want to be answered. Like mine is, what will happen to Kyler Murray?
That's a big one. Mine is gonna be, where does Dwayne Haskins end up?
Really?
I feel like,
It doesn't have to be draft related. Just saying.
well, I mean,
I can name a bigger one. I just think Kyler Murray is like huge right now.
well, there's gonna be a bunch of huge ones, but like,
Where's
I feel like a lot of
Antonio
these
Brown
guys are gonna
going?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry guys, me and Jax were talking about this before, but Mizzou's winning right now with 14 minutes left against number 1 Tennessee. Just saying.
What'd you just say?
Mizzou's winning against the number 1 team in the nation.
How much time?
We don't need to talk about that. 14 minutes left
Yeah.
in the first half.
Mm.
Anyway, let's get right into the NBA, guys. Did you watch any NBA games last week?
No, but LeBron just suffered the worst loss of his professional
I was
career
about to
by
say that. I was literally about to bring that up. Like, the Lakers did lose just by like 40 to the Pacers.
the Pacers. Also went absolutely insane tonight. Like I know
So did their fans.
people are gonna people are gonna call me a LeBron apologist, but like just hold on a second. I'm pulling it up right now. You have to listen to this statistic. The Pacers went insane tonight. Yeah, they shot 56% from three and 56% from the field. Like the Lakers suck, man. The Lakers cannot guard them. The Lakers shot 19% from three. Oh, damn it, LeBron. Why did you choose to go to the Lakers?
You'll see in a year or two.
I hope
I
that
don't
that game.
care, to be
Hey,
honest.
this was probably the last game you're gonna see for a couple of those Lakers in Laker uniforms.
Let's talk right about it. Let me pull up the Pelicans offer.
Oh, they're done though. Apparently, the Lakers pulled out.
No, they re-offered.
Well, if I 4 first-round picks, that's way too much.
It was not 4. I can tell you that. It was not 4. It was 6 to 8.
That's what the Pelicans are asking for.
They wanted 6 to 8.
Where'd you see that? I saw 4.
I've been seeing 6 to 8 everywhere, to be honest.
I wouldn't give up 6 to 8 draft picks for anyone.
No, it was literally their whole future. Let me pull this up on Bleacher. Sorry, guys. I just gotta look this up.
The Lakers are foolish if they do that.
No, that's what they declined. That offer is what they declined. That's what made them get out.
Yeah. I mean, Anthony Davis is a superstar, but we need to chill out. I'm not giving up 6 first-round picks.
The Lakers' final offer included. This was the Lakers' final offer. Sorry, and then then the Pelicans gave them this offer, but the Lakers' offer was Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, Hart, Zubac, KCP, and 2 first-rounders for the Pelicans for 80 and Solomon Hill for cap space. And then the Pelicans, I'm guessing, wanted all those players and 6 to 8 draft picks.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's unrealistic. That is 2K would even tell you no.
No, that would be a absolute robbery of the Pelicans to do that.
I totally agree. But do you think Anthony Davis gets traded?
No, I don't.
You just said like a few minutes ago that this might be the last game for those Lakers. For some of those Lakers.
I'm not saying where they're going.
All right, then where are they going?
I don't know, but I have heard that it's heavily rumored that Contavious Caldwell-Pope's going to get dealt to the Bulls for Jabari.
I did see that. I did see that the Lakers were interested in him.
So that's interesting. If this isn't, for Christ's sake, if this is not Lonzo's last week in Los Angeles, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I think you're going to be very disappointed.
He's not good.
I don't know how we didn't talk about this on Saturday. Kristaps Porzingis is traded in a 7-player swap, 2 draft picks with Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway for Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, and Wesley Matthews. Who does this trade benefit the most? The Mavericks or Knicks?
Oh, the Mavericks Listen, you just got the future power forward of the NBA. Like, he's the next Dirk. He's a taller Dirk. Like, that's literally how I see it. And now you have Luka and him. Oh, my God. That team is going to – if you can add another piece to that team, which they will because they're not going to make the playoffs this year. So look at a lot – wait, did they give up their first-round pick this year?
I don't know. I can't
Did
think
they
right
do that for the trade?
of my head.
Maybe. I don't know. But either way, Mark Cuban can land a free agent. And, yeah.
He definitely can now land one because of what – like, he can talk about this potential that they have.
The foundation there is amazing. But what I'm saying, if I'm the Knicks' perspective, I don't think this is a terrible. Dennis Smith Jr. is not a bad point guard at all. He's got a very promising future. The Wesley Matthews thing, they're probably going to buy out his contract, and the same with DeAndre Jordan because they're trying to lose right now, and they're both on the last year of their deal. I think maybe not Wesley Matthews, but I know DeAndre Jordan is. Um, so I don't think it's a terrible trade. They got 2 first-round picks out of it. Uh, I don't know what years. I'm assuming this year and next year, but I could be wrong. Uh, so yeah, that's how I see it. But I just think it's a hilarious thing that the only the Knicks to then trade their future superstar for that player.
That
Like that.
everything in that deal went down so quick. Literally,
Yeah, it came out like 1 hour that Porzingis was asking for a trade, and like the next hour the deal was done.
I was like, dang. Why can't
There
Anthony
was
Davis be
apparently
this quick?
the Pelicans apparently tried to get a deal done with Davis and Porzingis.
Now that would have been something. Davis did say, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I read this, but if I read this right, but Davis might be interested in going into the Knicks. He did give a list of who he would sign long terms with. I'll try to pull that up as we're talking, but
Yeah,
something
like
that happened, I don't know if
Clippers.
you saw this, but John Wall's out for 12 months, ruptured his Achilles.
He's terrible.
He fell at his house.
Dude, that dude is the definition of finesse. He took that money and ran.
He tried running, but then he fell.
That's so stupid.
That would happen,
How do
though.
Dude, like he's talented, don't get me wrong, but
Sure.
he's not a winner. And at the end of the day, he's
On
just
that
not a
team,
winner.
I don't think he will be.
No. And they'll never win. Now, here's the thing, in my opinion,
Ooh,
at
something
this
interesting.
at this deadline, they should trade Bradley Beal for a ton of assets.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. Anthony Davis has been medically cleared to play tomorrow versus Chicago, but the Pelicans will not play Davis before Thursday's trade deadline. So that means tomorrow he will not play. I don't know if I like that move. Because, I mean, it's like, hey, let's see one more time what we could get.
Well, there's the risk that he tears his ACL and then
Did you see the Grizzlies rejected the Raptors' offer of Kyle Lowry and Jonas Valanciunas for Mike Conley and Marc Gasol?
No, I thought it was the other way around. I thought Toronto declined it.
No, the Grizzlies rejected it.
So what was it? Repeat the
Kyle
offer.
Lowry and Jonas Valanciunas for Mike Conley and Marc Gasol.
Yeah, I'm kind of siding with Memphis for declining that. I think that was a good.
Really?
I wouldn't have taken it.
I mean,
Well, here's the
it's
thing.
like almost even.
Well, Memphis is trying to restart, and Lowry and Valanciunas are not young. That's not. They're not looking for old veteran guys that can compete now. They're looking for guys that can help build a future, and those guys are not going to build the future. And I mean, Lowry averages like 14 points a game, and Conley averages like 20, and then like Gasol averages like 20. Valanciunas is like in the teens, so I understand why they said no.
Do you see the Knicks were also quietly going around the league and trying to make offers for players like De'Aaron Fox and Donovan Mitchell for Porzingis? I'm pretty sure.
They tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would be a fool to trade De'Aaron Fox. He is.
I doubt.
And then Donovan Mitchell, although I think he's overrated, I wouldn't trade him.
You're not really hearing that much from him this year, but I mean, it's like.
And I mean, he's just like, I don't know. He's not as great as he was hyped up to be last year. But I mean, the draft.
Another great basketball player. Heck, he's from KC, Patrick Mahomes. No, if you guys seen this. But Patrick Mahomes is turning again, but for a different sport in basketball. Did some nice moves against a Parks and Rec team. A recreational team, not Parks and Rec. I mean, these aren't little youngins. But thoughts on that? I mean, what can he do?
No, he can do anything except beat Tom Brady. But he can do everything else.
For real. Okay, these are the 4 teams Davis would sign a long-term deal with: the Lakers, the Knicks, the Bucks, and Clippers.
Yeah.
what team shocks you? I can tell you the Knicks shocked me a lot. This was
Well,
after KP was traded.
well, yeah, no. Here's the thing: like, how do you even? If you're the Knicks, you don't even have a package to get Davis. Like, not even close. You could trade all 12 of your guys and 5 picks, and they wouldn't take it. Like, your team sucks. Kevin Knox. Oh God, I mean, he's not terrible, but geez. Um, the Bucks. That's an interesting one, and man, I've got to be honest with you. If I'm the Bucks, I don't even do it because
They're
the
such a
team chemistry
small town market too.
they have, the way it's working right now, I wouldn't want to give up a Middleton, a Brogdon, a Bledsoe. They're working so well together right now. I wouldn't want to do it. The Clippers, that's another interesting one, but I don't really think they have enough pieces to go get them. Like Tobias Harris.
No, I'm saying sign a long-term deal, not trade.
So I understand, but the only teams that are going to trade for him are on the teams that he would sign along. He's not, then you don't want to trade for him. And so when it comes down to it, I think the Lakers have the best trade package, and I think the Pelicans will get desperate and trade him. I don't know if it'll be by the deadline. I'm kind of concerned it won't be, but we'll see.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Sorry. I'm just really into this Mizzou game, and one of Tennessee's players is down. Schofield. If you guys know college basketball, it's kind of big. All right. So this is a little short podcast. We don't got really much to talk about. Super Bowl really was kind of boring, so I mean, that's what kind of made it bad. But the Portland Trailblazers have acquired Cleveland Cavaliers forward Ronnie Hood for guards Nick Stauskas, Wade Baldwin, and 2 future second-round picks. What does this addition mean for the Blazers?
It just adds a lot of depth. It really just helps out at the shooting guard position. They already are good at shooting guard with McCollum, but now they'll have that as depth, also experience because he played in the play. So that helps. That's really all there is to it. Rodney Hood's not a flashy player, but Cleveland definitely didn't need him because Cleveland is in total rebuild mode.
Flags, thank you for the sub. Sorry.
Yeah. So Cleveland's in total rebuild mode. They don't. Rodney Hood's probably happy.
Yeah. All right. Is this move enough to help the Blazers in the playoffs? You were kind of talking about how Hood has some playoff experience. Was this move enough?
To help them? Yes. To give them the West. But that's not shameful. Like, it shouldn't. Like, if you're the Blazers right now, it shouldn't be, oh, we can't win the West. We might as well not go and get anyone. I think you're fine. Just keep, going getting players because obviously it's work. You have one of the best backcourts in the NBA with Lillard and McCollum. Not to mention that you've got some help down low this year a little bit. I mean, you're sitting at 32-20. You're 5 games out of first in the West. I mean, that's pretty impressive. As of right now, you're playing Houston, though, in the first round, so you better get as many people as you can.
What's up, Flags? Thank you for stopping by the podcast. You came at the wrong time, bro. We're about done with this podcast, guys. We're going to wrap it up right now. We just really don't have much to talk about. Let's hope Anthony Davis gets traded by Thursday so we can have something to talk about on Saturday. What you guys really do need to do is hit that subscribe button. Go follow Jackson at Royals.Kingdom. Releases good stuff for Royal season starting. We can start talking about that soon. Harper Machado, if you want to sign, that'd be great. We can do an exclusive interview here if you want to announce where you're going. We will be welcome to have you. Comment down who you guys want to have on the show. Go follow Sam at Chiefs Chaos. He should be here on Saturday. He'll make his return. He's just been really busy, guys. Go follow me. I have a graphic design account. FineX Graphics. It's a cool account. I mean, I just post graphics there to pretty much show my work. Follow us on Instagram, KC3 Takes. Make sure to like this video. And thank you guys for letting us get 71 subs. We did get over the 70 hump. Now let's get to 100 by the end of this month. I don't know. I think I covered it all. Jackson, you got anything?
Nope. Peace out.
Yep. See you guys. Have a great one. Make sure to like the video. Have a good one.